You got clutch.
What's going on, people? It's your main man, Johnny Clutch Cards, aka Johnny Clutch Crypto, back again with another VaporFi update. We want to look at our VaporFi investment, see how things are going, and talk about some of the upcoming changes or upcoming rollouts to the project. So current VPND price is 3.8 cents. The current node price, this is the number of VPND you need to start a node, is at 1,000 VPND. Okay, so that would be like 38 bucks roughly. Okay, it's still at 1% ROI daily per day, and it increases depending on your diamond hands level, right? Just, oh man, okay, there we go. So as we clock in here, let's talk about their, we'll take a look at that. Okay, so we currently have 2,200 VPND available. Let me close Discord. 2,237 VPND available. We have 7,300 VPND in our nodes currently, and we're making an estimated $3 per day. As you can see, all my nodes are currently in diamond hands, full diamond hands mode, and generating a daily APR of 1.4%. And because of the size of my nodes are below 5,000 VPND, our compound bonus is 25%. So one of the questions I think got asked was like, how do you compound and how does that affect you overall? So there's a compound bonus of 25%. And what we're going to do today is we're going to compound a few nodes to begin building them toward that 5K mark, or 400. As close as we can get, 4,995 VPND or 4,900, whatever VPND, somewhere in there, right? So, the first one we're going to do, we're going to take one of these larger ones. We're just going to click compound here. By compounding your gains, the rewards generated until now will be added to your node. A 1% fee will be charged and burned. So let's click compound. We're going to take a look. New gas experience. We updated gas experience. Okay. So see. Okay, it says 0 avax. Okay. I don't like this at all. What is this? New address detected. Turn on enhance UI. All right, cool. Let's turn the enhanced version on. No? All right, let's reject that for a second. Let's cancel that. Let's try this again. We're going to refresh here. We're going to come back down. We're going to do a compound. We're going to click compound. Okay, so it's not charging me anything. Okay, there's something showed up. All right, there you go. 0.0068 avax. We're going to go ahead and click that. Let's take a look. I think there was 429 VPND that was built up there. We're going to see if this takes. I'm going to give it a couple seconds here. Looks like it's being a little wonky here. Let's see what happens. Normally it doesn't take this long to do anything, but this is my first time kind of interacting with this new page, and it's my first time compounding. So we did want to see how that worked, because the idea would be that 429 would get a 25% bonus in VPND. So let's say, a fourth of that would be like 106 VPND. So it should be like an additional 500 or so VPND, which should bump that up to close to 2K, would be my guess. Because I think that was a 1,400 node, a 1,400 VPND node. So this is the activity. Let's see. was confirmed. Let's see, can we refresh? Let's see what we get here. All right, so as you can see, boom, bumped it up. So this is perfect, right? So when you compound, one thing that that you immediately notice is, one, it bumped my node up. I think it went from about 500 VPND, right? Because I think we're at 1400, so 500 VPND with our 25% bonus. It reset our rewards here, and it left our diamond hands alone. So that's pretty awesome right there. That's one thing that I was somewhat concerned with, is it interfering with diamond hands. Now that we've seen that, right, the idea would be with this 1800 VPND, we should get a fourth. Let me break out my calculator right quick, and we're just going to do a compound all to see both functions. As you can see, I did have to pay some avax to process that change, but it did go through. It did add in the additional 25% and compounded me right, which is awesome. And so with that 1800 VPND, let's do 1809 times 0.25 equals 452 plus 1809.06 equals 2261, which should add to my total VPND amount here, right? 31.19. So we should go to about 10,000 VPND if we do a complete compound all. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to do a compound all. Because of the low price currently of the VPND, I'm not in a hurry to claim it. And we've already taken we already profited from this project already. So right now we're just playing with house money. And that's what I would advise you to do with most DeFi projects, is to invest. If first of all, this is not financial advice, but the way I approach it is I invest a safe amount, an amount I feel comfortable with, to test the waters, see how it does, see if it returns a profit, and then go from there and kind of play with the house money. So there's a lot of these DeFi projects. Every single DeFi project that I've seen in the last, let's see, I started in May of last year, so we're 3 months away. So 9 months is really kind of like a Ponzi-esque thing. And I don't want to say Ponzi just because that has a negative connotation to it. But what it is almost like a venture capital fund or an investment firm. So basically you're investing your real money into this token that's being generated by a project or protocol, and then you're trusting that team to invest that money properly, move that money around properly, have that money make money so that it can pay you back your consistent return over time. The wonderful thing about DeFi is this: DeFi is going to pay significantly more than anything in the conventional financial space, period. Now, how much more is where you need to be very mindful of how you approach these projects. So not financial advice by any means. You do what you want. This is just what I'm doing here. This is just some of the stuff that I'm doing in the DeFi space. And I love to talk to people about these different concepts. And so if you have questions, concerns, or you just want to point out something else that I should look at, please leave a comment down below. Because, I approach every project like it's going to zero. All these projects I assume are going to zero. No matter how much I like the people or how they sound on the AMA, once it's like being in Discord for an NFT project. Once you hear diamond hands and, we all gonna make it, and you invest money, and then that company starts making hoodies, you're like, bruh, I don't know. But because, everything is so geared toward marketing, so geared towards buzz and not actual tangible results. So, and people eat it up and put their money out there. So, I've done it too. I've tried out some of these programs, protocols, and dexes and daps and all this other stuff, just so you don't have to do it. You can watch me do it. Sometimes I take L's, sometimes we win. It's all in the game. The idea of it is this: to adopt early, so that when the really solid projects do come along, when the really official projects do come along, you can get in on those early, because that's where we are. We're in the wild, wild west, and it's going to take a while for things to be more sustainable. But we're going to start to see more people in the space. Right now, you see all these different projects from, Tom Wonderland, and all these different DAOs and all these different dApps and all these different node projects. They're testing the waters to see what works and what doesn't work. Drip, all these things. They're testing the waters to see what works, what people like, what people don't like. Some teams have really good people behind them. Other teams don't have very good people behind them. Some people have good intentions. Some people don't have good intentions. We won't know until the whole thing crashes and burns, and we find out Seafood was the money manager that went to jail for mismanaging money. Anyway, so that's the big point. The big takeaway here is tread light. Only invest what you can afford to lose, and invest it like you're not going to get it back. I mean, that's all I got to say. And so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and do a complete compound all here and see, can we get to 10,000 VPND. Now, see here, it's going to charge me 0.014, which I believe it should be 10% of that total versus VPND. I think I have another 1,000 VPND somewhere that I can. I think I have 1,000 VPND in this wallet that I can turn back into avax. So it won't be such a loss for me. We'll wait for this to compound. All right, it says compound success. There you are. See, we are now at 10,000 VPND. We still have our diamond hands going. We're at 1.4%. And now we have some bigger nodes overall. So it took us up $1 per day in return. So that's fantastic. And we'll look to grow them. Vapor is very interesting. All the guys who over it are, they have, I think they had an AMA maybe a week ago. And, super, a whole bunch of rah-rah, very, super excited, super enthused people, which is always, good. A lot of talk about merch and things like that. And they have a ton of different things coming, like Vapor Chain and all these other things that are in the pipeline that, I'm just waiting to learn more about those and see how everything goes. But I mean, I'd say so far so good. The one thing I can say really positive about the Vapor team is that they're very transparent thus far. Being able to go and look at the Treasury wallet here and kind of see, where the money is, where it's invested. Keep in mind, this is the biggest holder of VPND token that is that holds the VaporNode token, VPND token. So all that makes perfect sense. And there's not like that many whales. I mean, there's only currently, I think, 7,400 holders on the address list. But just keep in mind, these top 50 all sell their VPND, and everybody below them is screwed. These other 7,300 addresses will lose whatever they have, and you know what I'm saying. So those are just the things. That's the risk that that we're taking here. So we're hoping everything just continues to move. There's a pending airdrop. I'm waiting to hear more details about the airdrop. I was looking in the Discord today. Didn't see much of an update there. But we're going to try to grow our nodes out a little bit and try to get closer to that 5,000 VPND. Which would put us at the 30 mark. So we'll wait to see how everything works out. Everything has been going pretty fine thus far. So we'll be cool, and we'll just see how this goes. At any rate, man, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, man, let me know what you think down below. Have you tried Vaporfy? Are you against Vaporfy? Are you in another node project? Are you doing Thor or Power or Comb or, I can do this all day, or Strong, or, it's a whole gang of nodes. I think I'm going to start some Johnny Clutch nodes here soon. So let me know if you want a Johnny Clutch node, a Johnny Clutch crypto node, right? And what we'll do is work on that, work on getting that going. Cause I think, there's a lot of very powerful, powerful mechanics in the crypto space that if you sit down and game plan for it, you should be able to turn a profit relatively easy. And if you're getting investment from outside sources, be able to pay those sources back a handsome return in a handsome return in comparison to what they would make on that money in the real world. Okay, so at any rate, that's my time. My name is Johnny Clutch Cards, aka Johnny Clutch Crypto. I am always for the people, by the people, and you only got me and the Constitution. Remember that.